What you repeat in your mind every morning becomes your destiny. The question is, what are you telling yourself every day? Because if your thoughts are weak, your life will be too. Today, I'm going to share 7 affirmations that Napoleon Hill practiced every day. Phrases that reprogram your mind, awaken your faith, and guide you straight to the top. Napoleon Hill didn't just talk about affirmations. He understood their true purpose: to reprogram the subconscious, because the mind operates based on what it believes, not on what you wish for. He called it autosuggestion and defined it as the bridge between your conscious thoughts and your reality. When you repeat an idea with emotional intensity over and over again, that idea is planted in your subconscious, and what's in your subconscious eventually manifests. That's why affirmations shouldn't be repeated emptily, but with intention, emotion, and conviction. Napoleon Hill put it this way: you can achieve anything your mind can conceive and believe, but to believe it, you must first say it. That's why now you're going to learn 7 powerful affirmations built on the exact principles that Napoleon Hill used. Repeat them every day and watch how your mind, your faith, and your results begin to transform. Affirmation 1. I have the divine right to be prosperous, happy, and abundant. This affirmation is not just a simple desire, it's a decree, a powerful reminder of who you truly are. Because you are not here to survive, you are here to manifest, to expand, to grow. And abundance is not a privilege of the few. It's a spiritual right that already resides within you. Napoleon Hill taught that poverty is a mental condition. No one is born limited, but many lock themselves into thoughts of scarcity, doubt, and lack. When you repeat this affirmation forcefully, you are telling the universe, I recognize my worth. I recognize my origin. I recognize that I deserve the best. The words divine right directly connect you to your spiritual origin. It's not arrogance. It's aligning with the greater plan that God has for you. You weren't made to live in fear. You were made to live with purpose, with freedom, with fullness. So ingrain this in your being. I have the divine right to be prosperous, happy, and abundant. Say it every morning, not just with your mouth, but with your soul. Because when your mind believes you deserve it, your reality starts to create it. Affirmation 2. Everything I need is already within me. You don't need the world's approval. You don't need anyone to give you permission to move forward. And most importantly, you don't need to wait until you feel ready, because what you really need already lives inside of you. This is an affirmation of inner power, a declaration that dissolves dependency, doubt, and fear. Napoleon Hill explained it this way: the man who knows what he wants has already traveled half the journey. When you repeat this phrase every day, you are training your mind to stop looking outward and begin recognizing that the source is inside, not outside, not in other people, not in success as it's sold to you, but in your faith, your will, your ability to decide. And when you understand this, you stop begging for opportunities and start creating them. This affirmation is not arrogance. It is spiritual recognition. God does not put a dream in your mind without also giving you the seed of the ability to achieve it. And even though you might doubt, even though you might not see the resources right away, repeat this truth with a firm heart. Everything I need is already within me. Say it every morning, and your world will begin to align with that inner truth. Affirmation 3. I am in perfect harmony with the energy of God and the universe. Most people live disconnected. They feel alone, lost, as though they're walking without guidance. But you are not alone. You never have been. What happens is that you've forgotten your most powerful connection, the connection to the source. Napoleon Hill taught that a mind aligned with a higher cause is an invincible mind, and that alignment doesn't come by luck. It comes from inner harmony. When you repeat this affirmation every morning, you are reminding yourself that you are part of a perfect order, that you are supported by a divine force, that everything happening has a purpose, and that you are not separate from the universe, but part of the same plan. Saying I am in perfect harmony with the energy of God and the universe is much more than a pretty phrase. It's a vibrational alignment, a return to center, because when your soul is at peace, your mind becomes clear. When your mind is clear, your decisions become illuminated. And when your decisions are illuminated, the path opens. Say it, believe it, live it. You are part of something bigger than you. Affirmation 4. I act today with discipline, courage, and focus. Faith without action is just illusion. Napoleon Hill said this bluntly: knowledge becomes power only when organized and directed into action. Many people know what they want, but very few are willing to pay the price. That's why this affirmation is so powerful. It reminds you that every day is a decision, an opportunity, a battlefield where the real you is forged. When you repeat, I act today with discipline, courage, and focus, you're training your mind to move, even when there's no motivation, even when fear appears, even when your body says, I can't. Discipline is doing what you know you must do, even when you don't feel like it. Courage is moving forward despite fear, and focus is knowing what you want and not getting distracted by what doesn't matter. These three forces combined make you unstoppable. They turn you into a mental storm that advances without asking for permission. Don't repeat this phrase like a spectator. Repeat it like a warrior, like someone who is no longer waiting. Because if you act today, tomorrow your past won't even recognize you. Affirmation 5. My thoughts create my reality. I choose to think big. Your external world is nothing more than a reflection of your internal world. What you live is the echo of what you think. Napoleon Hill left no room for doubt. You become what you think most of the time. This affirmation is not a motivational click-out. It's a universal law. What you hold in your mind, you end up seeing in your life. When you repeat, my thoughts create my reality. I choose to think big. You are activating the creative power of your mind. You are stopping yourself from thinking in limits and starting to think in possibilities. Thinking big is not arrogance. It's active faith. It's the decision not to settle for a small life when you have the potential for something extraordinary inside you. Every time doubt visits you, respond with this affirmation. Every time fear tries to stop you, say it louder. Every time your mind wants to return to safety, shout it inside you. I choose to think big, because if your thoughts are big, your actions will be big. And if your actions are big, your results will have no ceiling. Affirmation 6. I am destined to achieve great things. Greatness lives in me. You are not just another person. You were not created by chance. You are not here just to exist. You are here to make an impact. This affirmation awakens your true identity, the one that often gets buried by doubts, criticism, and fear. Napoleon Hill said, within every adversity is the seed of an equal or greater benefit, and that seed is your greatness. When you repeat firmly, I am destined to achieve great things. Greatness lives in me. You are activating your original design. You are rejecting mediocrity. You are reminding the universe who you are and what you came here to do. Because greatness is not fame. It's not empty wealth. It's not an inflated ego. Greatness is living with purpose, with character, with integrity. Greatness is deciding that your life will be a story that inspires, not a statistic that's forgotten. And if you don't repeat this to yourself, who will? You have something unique to offer the world, but no one will see it unless you first recognize it yourself. Repeat this truth every day. Greatness lives in me, and let every step you take be an affirmation in action. Affirmation 7. Every day my faith is stronger than my fear. We all feel fear. The bravest of us also doubt, but there's a force that can crush fear without fighting it. Faith. Napoleon Hill wrote an entire book on this, Outwitting the Devil, where he revealed how fear is the weapon of the invisible enemy and how the only way to defeat it is by strengthening faith. When you repeat every day, my faith is stronger than my fear, you're training your spirit to choose the light, even in the darkness. You're saying, I don't know how, but I know it's possible. I don't have all the answers, but I have clarity to take the next step. Maybe I don't trust the circumstances, but I trust in God. This affirmation doesn't eliminate fear. It transforms it into fuel. Faith is not the absence of fear. It's walking forward with it, knowing that you are not alone, and that the force guiding you is greater than any obstacle. Repeat it, especially when everything seems to be shaking. Every day my faith is stronger than my fear, and thus fear will lose its power, and you will regain yours. Now you know them. 7 affirmations that are not just words. They are keys. Keys that open the door to a new mindset, to a new life. Let's repeat them together. But don't do it out of obligation. Do it with intention, with emotion, with your soul. 1. I have the divine right to be prosperous, happy, and abundant. 2. Everything I need is already within me. 3. I am in perfect harmony with the energy of God and the universe. 4. I act today with discipline, courage, and focus. 5. My thoughts create my reality. I choose to think big. 6. I am destined to achieve great things. Greatness lives in me. 7. Every day my faith is stronger than my fear. These affirmations are not about repeating for the sake of repeating. They are about reprogramming your mind, making space for a new version of you. One that is more focused, more determined, more powerful. Make these phrases part of your daily ritual. Write them down, say them in front of the mirror, live them in every action. Don't wait for external miracles. The true miracle happens within you every time you choose to think differently. These 7 phrases are your new starting point. Don't underestimate what you've just done. You've just planted powerful seeds in your mind, and if you water them daily with faith, discipline, and action, you'll reap results that you can't even imagine. Success is not a coincidence. It's a daily decision, and you've just made it. Repeating these affirmations is not a trend. It's a spiritual practice. It's training your mind to stop listening to the voice of fear and start listening to the voice of God inside you, because there is no greater force than a mind aligned with its purpose. Remember this, knowing doesn't change your life. Using it does. This channel is not for spectators, it's for creators of destiny. If this message resonated with you, subscribe. Share this video with someone who needs it, and leave a comment telling me which of the 7 affirmations you're going to repeat this week. Here, every word has intention, and every video has a mission to remind you that you have the power. Don't let this video be just passing motivation. Make it a turning point in your mind. We'll see you in the next one. But now, go out there and act like the person you are destined to be.